Patrick Ewing poses for a picture during the 1985 NBA draft. NBAE, Getty Images Every time the Knicks step onto the court these days, it's clear, their strategy isn't based on trying to win games this season. Their strategy is completely about the future. They won't use the word, but everyone knows what they are doing. It's called tanking. The issue of tanking has become one of the most compelling subjects in sports. While it may have originated decades ago, it feels as if it's more prevalent now than ever. It's a polarizing philosophy that engulfs organizations, media coverage and fan bases. That prompted the post to explore this fascinating subject. In this ongoing series, we'll examine how and why tanking became so prominent, reveal how fans view the strategy and propose our solutions to fix it. More than any other league, the NBA should know exactly what to do to strike at the heart of tanking, because it was the first league, and, to date, the only one, who actually do something about it, and the NBA was a good 34 years ahead of the curve. Things got so bad in 1984, the Rockets all but ordered their players to shoot jumpers with their feet and play defense while sitting in chaise lounges in order to lose the most games possible and have the best shot at the no. 1 overall pick, which they got, and picked Hakeem Olajuwon, which worked out fine for the 2 championships they won in 1994 and 95, sandwiched around the 6-1 by the Bulls, who picked Michael Jordan 2 slots later. But the NBA knew it couldn't tolerate that and established the first lottery system. After the 1985 season, the 7 teams who didn't qualify for the playoffs were instead entered in the first ever lottery, and each was given the exact same 14.3% chance to win the no. 1 pick, who happened to be Patrick Ewing, the most coveted college player since Lou Alcindor 16 years before. That meant that the worst teams in the 23-team league, the Pacers and the Warriors, who each went 22-60 that year, had the same shot at winning the Ewing sweepstakes as the Hawks, who at 34-48 only missed qualifying for the playoffs by 2 games. It also meant that the Knicks, who had taken the eventual champion Celtics to 7 games just a year earlier in the Eastern Conference semifinals but who lost Bernard King in March 2. A devastating knee injury and limped home 24-58, had the same crack at Ewing, too, which was a huge break since that was only the 3rd worst record in the league. And feel free to ponder, for a moment, what it meant when the Knicks won that lottery, for the no. 3 pick, which previously would have belonged to the Knicks, went to the Clippers, who picked Benoit Benjamin. Now think about the Madison Square Garden drought we might be talking about if Benjamin and his career averages of 11.4 points and 5.4 rebounds for 9 different teams had started NBA life as a Knick. The Pacers and the Warriors would have flipped a coin for Ewing. Instead, the Pacers got Wayman Tisdale, who had some fine years for some bad teams and played a total of 22 playoff games in his career. The Warriors did better. Chris Mullin had a Hall of Fame career, but if it meant getting Ewing instead of Tisdale or Mullin, you'd better believe the Warriors and Pacers would have gone to extraordinary lengths to out-tank the other. That is the one true anti-tank stand to take. The NBA did the exact same thing in 1986, when Brad Daugherty was the big prize, won by Cleveland. The Knicks fell from 3rd to 5th and settled for Kenny Walker, but food for thought, the no. 3 pick that year was all-time washout Chris Washburn. By 1987 they introduced a limited weighting system, where the worst team was guaranteed no worse than the 4th pick. Various forms of that system survived through last year. Now, the league did take a step toward tankifying their league again by redistributing the weighing system, and now, this year, the 3 worst teams all have approximately the same 14% chance at no. One that all 85 teams did. It's a start. And since there are more teams, giving all non-playoff teams an equal shot in today's game would truly make it feel like a lottery. In a 30-team league, the 14 non-playoff teams would each have a 7.14% shot at no. 1. And honestly, that's all it would take. Because there isn't a process extant, capital or lowercase p, your choice, we're going full-blown tank for a 1 in 14 chance at the no. 1 pick would seem anything other than ludicrous. You want to make your league tank-free? Make like the most popular movie of 1985. Go Back to the Future.